Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would film today my everyday makeup routine. I thought it would be fun to share with you guys my tips and tricks. Maybe you can do your makeup and we can do it together. So just put me in the background as you start your day and let's do our makeup together. I hope you enjoy watching. Let's start with the first step, which is getting the hair out of the face. That's a pet peeve of mine when I see like a makeup tutorial and the people have like strands of hair in front of the face. I don't understand it. So there we go. And now we are ready for the first step, which is my base. I wear this every single day and I have been for the last, I think, 2 to 3 years. It is the Supergoop Play Everyday Lotion and it is SPF 50. The reason I wear this every single day, of course, they say that it's really good to wear SPF every day, but the real reason for me is that I have had for quite a bit of time now, perioral dermatitis, which is a skin condition where you basically have like little red, it's not pimples, but little red dots. I personally had them really close to my eye, my nose, and around like kind of the chin area. So today I kind of found my cure and I will probably do a video to talk about that specific subject, but this product has helped me so much because it really soothes it. In the morning I put that and it just soothes my skin. So I found kind of my miracle product. And I think it just gives you a really pretty glow. So now let's do my foundation. So the foundation I like to use is from Kosas. So it's this one right here, and it is in the color 3.5, and it is called the Tinted Face Oil. So it's not really a foundation, it's more of like a oil that you put on your skin, as it says. You need to shake it before you wear it. And I'm gonna show you the consistency. It's really liquidy, like it, I can't even show you on my finger because it will drip on me, but I like to put a few dots on the face. Like it literally, look, it's running. The color is a little bit darker, and then I just rub it in with my hands because that's how I feel I get the best result. And as you can see, it's really light on the skin. It gives a pretty glow and it gives you that no makeup look, I think. Next step is concealer. So for the concealer, I am currently using the NARS concealer in Custard. I used to use the same concealer from Kosas, so from the same brand. I really loved it. Honestly, it's an amazing concealer. It's lightweight, blends beautifully into the skin. However, I had a problem where the concealer wouldn't like last a long time. I would finish it within a month or even less, which is really weird. I do have to be honest. And sometimes I use concealer as my foundation. So I will put it like under my eyes, on this area, around my nose, on my nose. I will do 3 streaks here, a streak here. So I do use it quite a bit. I thought I would switch things up. It was also summer and I couldn't find Kosas in stores. So I just went to Sephora and got this one. That's a really good trick if you do not want to wear makeup like a full-on face. I usually will do a base of my Supergoop and then just concealer. So it is a little bit lighter. So what I do, sorry I'm looking a lot into the camera, but it's the only way for me to know what I'm doing. And then I usually like to put it a little bit on my nose. And then I like to use my beauty blender, which is so, I can't even show it on camera. I swear I clean it. It's just that it's gotten to a point where it's kind of dirty. But like it has this color now, even when I wash it. So I probably need to change it, but I really like a beauty blender because I feel like it blends my concealer really well. And there we go. So now that I have finished applying my concealer, I'm gonna use this product, which I used to not have in my routine, which is a stick bronzer. So I have the one from Milk Makeup in the color Baked, and it is the mini one because it lasts forever. I mean, I do not think you need the big one, the chunky one. This one is great for traveling. It lasts really long, and I just think it really does the job. And this helps me when my foundation is really light to kind of make it a little bit darker. One of my favorite things to do is to kind of like really contour this area. I have it naturally, so this kind of like cheek area, but I like to put it even more forward. So I won't go here. As you can see, that's where the shadow, I will go a little bit above, just because when I blend, it tends to go down a little bit. So I rather, you know, put a little bit here. And I do the same right here. So as you can see, it's just a little bit. And then I take the other side of my beauty blender and I will just dab the product. And what I do is that I move the product from, like I kind of go further than where I stopped, just so that it blends really well. As you can see, it kind of gave more of a sharper look, and I really love that. Like it just bronzed up a little bit the cheeks and gives you more of a 3D effect. So sometimes when you do just concealer and you don't do blush or contour, it looks a little bit flat. Whereas when you do that, it gives dimension to your face. So I have finished with all of my cream-based products, and I am gonna start with powders now. So I'm gonna use first this product, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish in Fair, color 1. And it is a finishing powder. And this, Karen made me discover this product, and it's amazing. Like, everybody talks about it, and now I know why. It just mattifies your face, but without being cakey, and it just blurs like your pores, and it's a beautiful finish. If you've never tried it, I would really, really, really recommend it. So what I do is I take my beauty blender, and I just dip it inside. So picked up some product, and I like to apply it on this zone, so under the eye and down here, and that's it. usually what I do is, or I would love to know if you're the same. Tell me in the comments. I do my makeup in like a particular order, and I need to stick to that. Like I cannot change that. And every day I do, so my face, I do the powder, and then I switch. I go on to the eyes, and then I finish by my cheeks, and then I do lips. So I have this order, and I have to stick to it. So I haven't finished with my face, but I am gonna switch now to brows, which is one of my favorite things to do. I have I have holes in my brows. Like, they're really cousins. They're absolutely not sisters. I would say they're even like, we don't know if they're from the same family kind of vibe. So I really need to do my brows. I think the brows is really something that frames the face. I'm gonna take this mirror just to guide me because it's a little bit too far away from me. So I first brush them. Maybe let me get closer so that you can, close and personal. So as I said, we first brush the brows up, and then we use the other side. And I like to make kind of a sharper, as you can see. Let me see it. So once I have finished, a step that is so incredibly important is to blend. Think about it as the concealer. You've put the product on, and now you need to blend it so that we are sure we don't have any like harsh streak of pencil. So I go again, and then I brush the product and blend it through. And there we go. So this is the first brow. Now we're gonna do the second one. And voila. So for the eyes, I am not really adventurous, and I usually don't do eyeshadow or eyeliner. I just do mascara. And recently I actually switched up my mascara for a new one, but I am gonna show you the one I used to use because I think it's an amazing one, and it is the one from Ilia. The one I am actually using right now is from, oops, I don't think you can see, RMS, and it is the HD Black straight up mascara, and I think it looks really great. And I like to brush my lashes this way. So always in the outer corner rather than just up. And there we go. This is the lash. So I don't wear a lot, I just like a tiny bit. So we have finished with the eyes, so the brows and the mascara. And now we are going to do blush and bronzer. So the two products I like to use. So the first one is from Benefit, and I already finished 2 of these. And if you know this product, you know that it's hard to finish it, but I went through 2 packs of these. And this one is actually a new one. I just really like the color of it. I went in, as you saw, with the Milk one. That was a cream bronzer, but I like to set it with a powder on top. So, and to also exaggerate that feature. I sometimes think that I might regret it. You know, when you look at pictures of you and you're like, why did you do your makeup like that? I hope that's not the case for me when I'll be older and think, why did you do your cheeks like that? But for now, I really enjoy it, and that's what's important. So I have this brush, which actually broke during my vacation. It used to be a real brush, and now it's a kabuki brush, and I haven't replaced it yet. So I just take a little bit of product and then I kind of dab it on my hand just to take the excess off. And then I do this face and I apply the blush. And then what I like to do is to actually blend it in, like blend the edges with my beauty blender. And then now I like to apply over that, because I am extra, I like to apply a blush. If you don't wear blush, I used to not wear it, and I think it makes such a difference. It just gives a glow to your face and a little bit of color. My favorite blush right now is the one from Dior, is the one from Dior, which is the Rosy Glow in 001 Pink. When you look at it, it's really scary. Like, it's such a bright pink. I take the same brush, I go in, take a little bit of that, and then I dab it, but just in kind of the apples of the cheek. And then again, I like to go back and just blend a little bit because I don't want any harsh line. I like to wear a little bit of highlighter. So for the highlighter, my favorite one that I'm using right now is from RMS, and it is a cream one. I actually don't have it in the right packaging because it used to come in like a glass packaging and it fell in the stairs and completely broke. So I took the product out of that container and put it in this one. It's a highlighter that really lasts in time because you just need a tiny bit. And I still have, look, all of that. So what I do is I take a little bit and I just put it on my hand so I can start warming it up, and then I dab it on my face rather than going straight from the container to my face. So I warm it up. So it's this beautiful kind of icy color, and I dab and I put it right . And then once again, just to make sure, I take this part of the beauty blender and then I dab. It is done for the face, and now we are going to do lips. So that's my last step, and it's probably one of my favorite steps. So I kind of nailed my perfect combo, which starts with a lip pencil. The famous one, which is from Charlotte Tilbury. It is the Iconic Nude. It matches perfectly my lips. It's the color of your lips, but better. I love, 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 love this product, and I can't live without it. So the way I like to do it is that I like to align my lips. I overline a little bit, just because I think it looks good on me. But you just need to like play around and find kind of the way you like the overall look. So I am gonna take a mirror and I start with my bottom lip. I don't really overline it. I really go right here. And as you can see, the color of my lips kind of fades. So that's why I like to redefine it with the liner. And then on the upper lip, what I like to do is to kind of bring, instead of drawing my Cupid's bow, which I don't have a really defined Cupid bow, I just like to do a bridge, basically. So I kind of cancel out my Cupid's bow, which is weird, but as I said, that's how I like it personally. And I think it makes them look fuller. So let me show that to you. this is the look. As you can see, it really defines your lips. And then I like to kind of rub them together so that it blends in a little bit the liner. So that's how I start. And then I like to add my favorite lipstick, which is the Rouge Coco Mademoiselle 434 from Chanel. I've been wearing this for probably 5 years now. I've gone through many of them. It is almost finished, as you can see. And it is a gorgeous kind of dark raspberry color. It is quite pinkish, but what I really love to do is that instead of just applying it like you usually do it, is that I dab it and then just blend it so that it gives a little bit more of a subtle color instead of a more of a really pinkish one. So this is the color. And then last step, I know it's extra to do that, but last step is that since I think it's a little bit too pink, I like to go in with my Milk contour and just dab a tiny bit in order to make it a little bit more brownish. So this is it. We are finished and this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed watching, and comment down below if there is any products that you are going to try or that you already have in your collection. I would love to know. I've been also wanting to switch things up with my foundation, so I would love if you have any recommendation on foundations or like tinted moisturizer or anything like that. Please let me know and share in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and I see you next week.